Hi everyone, this is Jeanette with mountainmisters.com. Thank you for stopping in today. It's a cold, ugly day here in New Mexico, so I thought I would do a quick video on card making basics and basic supplies that you will want to have and need in order to get started in card making. And the first thing that you're really going to need is a trimmer. Stampin' Up! Has a wonderful trimmer. It has a cutting blade, which is the dark gray one, and then this beigey colored one is a scoring blade, and it cuts through paper like butter. It also has a extended arm that you can pull out, and it'll extend to 16 inches. It has a nice broad plate that will go to 6 inches that helps cut bigger sheets of paper a lot easier and straighter. A lot of cutters don't have that, and it makes it a little awkward to use. And so basically what you're going to do is you would just, with your paper, just insert. I always like to put my paper at the bottom and pull my blade towards me because this doesn't allow for my paper to move. And then you have a nice clean cut. And it has a little track in here that comes out, and it has to be maintained every once in a while. You have to get out all the paper shavings and the little chunks of paper that adhere in here. But it's easy, and you don't ever have to replace that. This is a wonderful trimmer. It's well worth the money. The next thing that you're going to need are some cardstock. We have different kinds of cardstock, different colors. We have some that are 8.5 inches by 11, and our basic black comes in 12 by 12, as well as our whisper white. You're also going to need a basic stamp pad, and a good one to start with is the basic black stamp pad. And then we have several different colors of for you to choose from, and you can buy them individually or you can get them as a whole pack. So to stamp, of course, you're going to need some stamps. We sell our stamps in different 3 different kinds. One of the kinds are the mounted on wooden blocks, and they come like this. In order to use these to stamp, you're just basically going to ink up your ink pad, making sure you've got clear coverage, and then you would press down. The bad thing about these stamps is that you can't see where you're stamping, and because they come on wooden blocks, they require a lot of space for storage. But they do give a good crisp image, as you can see here, and I didn't put even pressure, but it has a good image to it. Some people prefer wooden stamps. I don't. And to show you the wood block stamps, this is an old retired stamp from 1999 that's not even around anymore. The next set of stamps that we have are the clear mount stamps. And by clear mount, I mean they come like this. They are on a foam, and they have a cushion effect with them. To use these, you need the clear acrylic blocks, and our blocks look like this. They can be bought individually, or you can get them as a bundled set, which will save you a little bit of money. And then you can purchase an additional storage case for them to be stored in. And then basically to use this stamp, you're just going to ink it up. And because it has cushioning, it'll give you a nice clear image. I'm just going to turn this over and stamp right here. And we'll stamp this one like this. when you stamp, you want to make sure you go straight down to the paper and straight up. And that's the image you get with these stamps. The third kind of stamp set that we have are called photopolymer. And these are clear. And they come like this. These also have to be mounted on a clear block. But the nice thing about these and the clear mount stamps is that once you purchase your blocks, you're set. You have no more expense with blocks. Sorry. So, and on this one, they will stamp. You're just gonna go straight down, put some pressure. Some people like to put a little cushion underneath here, and there's you can use a mouse pad, or Stampin' Up has a piercing mat, and you're just gonna stamp that like that. Clear, you can see where you're stamping. I didn't get in the center because I didn't put enough pressure there, but that was not my fault. That was not the stamp's fault. These are wonderful because you can see everything, where you're going and where to stamp. So to clean these, you're going to need a stamp cleaner. Stampin' Up has one that opens up. You spray one side with your spray cleaner, which is Stampin' Up. It comes in 2 ounces, or we also have a bigger refill. And you're just going to basically clean, and the stamps will stain because of the ink. You can minimize the staining by stamping with a lighter color first and then your darker colors, but the spray does a good job of getting the ink off the stamps. Then you just dry off and you're ready to put your stamps away. One of the other things, let me put these away really quick because I don't like the chance of losing my stamps. I'm kind of paranoid about stuff like that because I've had to look through the trash can for them. Okay, you will need a good adhesive. We sell the snail adhesive, and it comes in a package like this. And then when this empties out, you're just basically gonna pull this out, order this part as a refill, and then it'll just snap back in. Or you can use mono adhesive or multi-purpose liquid glue, or this is also called Tombow. Basically all you do is take off the end. It's got a thinner tip that you can spread around on your paper, and then it's got a wider tip that you can use if you want or need more coverage. Another thing that you might want to have in your scrapbook toolbox is a nice pair of paper snips, and these are Stampin' Up ones. They're very sharp, they're very precise, and they can get into small little areas if you're having to fussy trim, and they cut smooth. They're very, very nice. They're very, very sharp, so be careful with them. A bone folder helps maintain crisp folds on your paper, and we'll just fold this little lady over. So basically you just fold it over and run your bone folder across the bottom, and you have a nice crisp fold. Those are some of the basics that you need in order to get started. Some of the other things that might be beneficial to you and you'll want as you go and build your scrapbook toolbox, you'll want some accent pieces. These are our rhinestones, and I use a lot of these. You'll want Stampin' Up dimensionals. These come 3 little packages in this little folder, and there's like 300 dimensionals in here, and you'll want to use these to pop up your images to give your cards more depth. And then eventually you may want a die cutting machine with the dies that make things a lot easier when you're trying to cut. And this is what they look like. A lot of these will come as a bundle, and you'll get your stamp set, and then you'll get your dies that after you stamp you can go ahead and cut them out without having to do any fussy cutting. This saves a lot of time. And then some of our bundles come with a stamp set and a punch that coordinates with them. And this is the Foxy Friends one. It comes with a punch. Hold on and I'll find the stamp set. So I hadn't planned on showing that one. Some of our bundles come with a stamp set. This is Foxy Friends, and it comes with a coordinating punch. And all you do is stamp your images. You can see mine is very well loved. You stamp your images, and then you'll punch them out, and it saves a lot of trimming there. So those are just a few of the basics that you might want. If you have any questions, just ask in the comments, or you can drop me an email, or you can visit me on my blog, which is mountainmisters.com, and you can leave a comment or your questions there, and I would be more than happy to answer them. If I don't know the answer, I will find out. Thank you for watching my video, and I will see you later. Thanks. Bye. Have a good day.